Hello, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing great. Who was that? Fucking piece. Mhm, 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 mhm. Yeah, been watching a video here on Instagram about about a labor protest happening down in Tijuana where cab drivers and police are are, are fighting. A couple of people have been injured from both sides, and the other side too, like a reporter, a couple of cops, and a couple of demonstrators were injured. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's it. I mean, hope everybody's having a great night. It's Monday night. Monday Night Football's on. San Francisco 14, Minnesota 22. Mm-hmm. Right on. Ah. Hey, what's up, guys? Here watching some football scores. Oh, okay. Bye bye. Nice knowing you. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's up, Mike? How are you? Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks. Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks. Well, I had my phone on. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Be back in a second. Be back in a second. Gonna go check something out. Okay, I'm still here, but Here we go. Here we are. This right here, what you see here, I used to live down here many years ago, almost 50 years ago around this place. I used to live here. Let me show you back in the day, this thing, cemetery you see here, didn't look like it used to. It was kind of like run down, but now looks very well, well taken care of. The cemetery. But God, we just get the hell out of here. Yeah, this is my hometown of Tijuana, Mexico. Show you something. Yeah, this curve that you see here, right here, this curve right there, it was called the curve of death back in the day. This curve, this stretch, and I think it still is. The road doesn't change much. Well, it didn't have this fence, this little thing that divided both sides. Cars coming from the east and cars going west back then. But and over here, let me show you guys something. This is Tijuana still, and over here, that's the U.S. Now I'm going to show you something else. Where this is where I used to live many years ago. Still brings back memories. Now here we go. Yeah. Okay. This used to be a store here, mom and pop store. And right up here, this was a dirt road. This was a dirt road. And you see this fence right here? You see that fence right there? This right here? Well, when they were building that fence, some nearly 50 years ago, the bricklayers left the bricks there, so the cement would dry. But little did they know is, Bob, that some kids came there and started playing, and one of them, I think it was, got too close and started to the bricks and started playing, and I think he probably somebody knocked him or pushed him or something, and the poor kid died, and all those bricks and all those bricks, not bricks laid on him. Man, it really shocked me. I was about 8 years old at the time. Yeah, and let me show you here now. This right here, this is where I live. Right? Oh shit, I forgot. Right here. Right this right here. This used to be the hallway that led to this balcony. Here's a bathroom still there, and that's the kitchen. And right here, this is how you went inside there. You can barely see the stairs. Doesn't change much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe that, Mike. So back then, these were yellow right here, as you see. There was a dirt road. I mean, there was just dirt over here. None of this was here. I'm talking back in 1974. It was different. You could see everything from up here. You could see the U.S. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Right here, where I have it, it's just the place is permanently closed. It used to be an old mom and pop store way back in the day. I don't know where the people shop now. Yeah. And sometimes we used to walk and had to cross here, and cars were driving like 50 miles per hour. We used to go walk, and we used to wait for the bus over here, right over here. Here where there's the bridge, but the bridge back then there was no bridge. No, there was no bridge. Here's an old cemetery, and right here's another cemetery. Here's a good. And over here, I don't see if you can see it clearly. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Okay, this right here, you see here, that's the United States. That's San Isidro. Right here. All of that. Yeah. It's a housing project there. Oh my God. Yeah, that happens. They turn down good memories and something. Yeah, now we go back. Now we're going down. Back to downtown Tijuana. Show you stories about here. Mm-hmm. This is look at here. It's a Chevron gas station. You see? Right here, they call it this street over here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Right here, they call it the street of the five corners because there's supposed to be five corners. I think this one here, there's one corner here, one here, one here. That's three. There's another one here. That's four. And there's another one over here. Maybe I counted. Yeah, okay, yeah, one here. Yeah, they call it the street of the five corners. They call it. Yeah, we used to take the a bus to come here, me and my dad, back in the day. I didn't change very much. Yeah, I'm going to show you something. Right now, we're going to downtown now. We're going to downtown Tijuana. I'm going to show you something, Mike. It's something that back in the day, it used to be a cool place to hang out, but not anymore. So that's because all the drug cartels have screwed it up, you know. Oh, I remember this. Going through this is just, it's my childhood. These streets. Yeah, this is done, okay. Oh, it's a gas. I don't know what is that. Okay, over here. Yeah, this supermarket's been there for ages. This one hasn't changed a bit. This used to be at one time it was a big movie theater, and then it became like a some variety theater or something, and then became a movie theater, and then it became a church. And I think it's abandoned now. Yeah. Well, the stuff from over here. Something I want to discuss. This park right here. When I was a toddler, my parents used to take me to this park. Right here. Playing these swings over here when I was a kid. These over here. These over here, this is the park. And this is the church, St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church. Been around for years. The church been there around for years. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna well, let's go through here. Nah. I don't know too much. Yeah, it has everything here. Okay, you see these? These are dental offices. A lot of people from the U.S. go over there because it's cheaper. This is some pizza place, Pizza Love Center. It's called. This street is called Cinco de Mayo Street, like the holiday. And Mike, I want to show you something else here. Way over here. Okay, oh, I missed that. Okay. You see these stairs over here? Back in the day, we used to walk and go to the movies sometimes, and sometimes we used to go to a late show showing. We used to walk through it, and when we saw a horror movie, we would run like crazy. Going, an elderly man told me a story that when he went to go see the thing, from another world. He went to go see the thing from, the movie, the thing. He said that he was about 11 or 12, and he had to walk through here, and he was so scared. He thought that the monster was going to get him. You know, yeah. I'm talking about the original thing, not the 1982 John Carpenter flick. No, the original thing. It's that's where the big tall monster. Okay, they discovered it was called the Thing from Outer Space or something. It's called the original one that inspired to do the 1982 Kurt Russell flick. And right here, let me show you something here. This is what happened here many years ago. In this very house, something happened like out of a Stephen King novel. They say there was a lady, no, I mean a doctor, and her mom, who was an elderly lady, lived here. Down here, it was the clinic, the small clinic, and down here and up here was their living quarters. Like the rooms, bathroom, kitchen, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And one time, they then one time the place, they just closed up the place, and nobody thought where they were, what happened to them. So the neighbors, concerned neighbors who lived here back then, this was back like in the late 40s, were so concerned about what had happened to the elderly woman and to the young doctor. Hey, hello, Carla. Thanks for coming. Carla, this right here, you see, this is a house that is based on a horror story that I'm telling right now. Yeah, that I'm telling right now. So the house you see here, the cricket. So the house, the elderly man and the uh no, I mean the elderly woman and the doctor live here. That was her son. So the neighbors were concerned because they haven't, the place was open and they had no idea what had happened. So one day they called the cops, just for a wellness check, and the neighbors also went over there to see what had happened. They opened the door, and the elderly woman said, "Hi, how are you?" "Yeah, we're doing fine." "Oh, you here for an appointment?" No. "Yes, you are." "Let me get you some tea," the lady said. Okay, and how? And one of the neighbors said, "How is your son doing?" "Oh, he's doing fine. He's upstairs." Want to go say hi to him? He'll be very glad to see you. Oh, sure, we'll go down. We'll go upstairs. They went upstairs and they say, hey, how are you, doctor? Your mom told us that you were here. My mom? What do you mean, my mom? Mom's been dead for several weeks. And the people said, no, no, no. She told us that she told us that you were up here. No, 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 no. No, she's been there for the past 2 weeks, several weeks. Like I said, well, I mean, she was downstairs. Okay, so the neighbors got so suspicious about it, and they went down there, and they found out that there was a coffin there with the lady dead. Oh my God! And then they went upstairs, and they had found the doctor hanging out. The doctor had committed suicide, but he didn't just commit suicide. He didn't just commit suicide right away. He had committed suicide several weeks before when they were there. And the people got so scared and they ran away and they had to call the cops and everything. Yeah. They found out that they talked to the dead mother and to the dead son they talked to. That. So years later, the relatives came in who people said were people who said that they practiced the occult. So legend has it that one of the reasons why the window is it's not straight like other windows are, like your average windows like that. They say having a window like that, according to their legend or superstitions, I don't know about that much. I haven't done that. They say it keeps evil spirits away. And there's another legend, and if somebody tries to remove the break that window or move it or something or whatever, legend has it that that place, that those two dead people will come back to life and haunt them, the mom and the son. And that's and they say that the relatives who were in the occult put that window like that. That this was back in the late 40s or 50s. And now my second story involves this movie theater over here, the old Saragossa movie theater that opened back in 1944. A theater that used to be one of my favorite places to see a lot of movies. And let me tell you something. The movie that you saw here on my on this show, the avatar advertising this show, there was you see a picture of it. There was a picture of a man and a woman, and they look like an old movie. Okay, one of those. Okay, that's the kind of movies they used to show there. This theater back in the day. Okay, this is the old Saragossa theater. Now it's a playhouse or a theater, community theater, what you might call, right here. And over here, these used to be neon lights today. Well, story takes place back in the 60s, I think. There was a boy that used to live around here. And every weekend he used to go to this movie theater to watch 3 movies for the price of one, which they call it, back then they used to call it permanently voluntary permanencia or something, permanencia voluntaria, which means a voluntary permanence or something. I don't, back when movies were triple features, stuff like that. And every weekend, every Friday, his mother, who was a domestic worker, would get paid. And one weekend, when he and one weekend, he asked his son. The son asked his mother if he wanted to go to the movies, He wanted his allowance to go to this movie theater in particular. And she said, son, the lady, who works for me, whom I work for, she said she doesn't have money, but she said she's going to give it to me later on. Can you wait? The son said, sure, mom, no problem. I'll wait. So the son, the kid decided to uh, um to wait, and he couldn't go to an early show, so he had to go to a late showing. So he went to this theater, you know, and got out like around, let's say it's 8 o'clock here, like around 8 or 9, but it was dark, and he went home. But his home was not near here. It was about a mile away. And let me show you now what this is, the walk that he probably might have took. Okay, let's go here. He probably went this way. Third, this is 4th Street. Okay. And this is the park right here. I'll tell you a little bit story. It's not just ghost stories, but this is the park where Carlos Santana of Santana first saw a rock and roll band in person playing in this park. And that's where he and the guy who was in the leader of that band showed him how to play the guitar. Santana was very fascinating. Okay, now let's go back to the story. So the boy must have walked from this place, this street, which is 3rd Street. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is 3rd Street, yeah. Okay. And this is 2nd Street, okay. So let's go this way, okay. This is the way okay, he would walk this way. Right here used to be a big laundromat. Back then it was called a bubble, they called it. Yeah, we used to go there. My mom used to take her clothing there. Yeah. That's a hospital there that I think that my mom took me there when I fell, I think, many years ago. I guess what I heard. So the kid must have walked. Okay, there was a Soul Church. The kid must have walked. So he must have walked. Yeah, okay, here we go now. So he must have walked through here. This street. No. Again, I'm wrong. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay. He would walk. Okay, not there. That's a dead end. That's not more of an alley, they call it street. Okay. So around here was his house. Let's suppose around here. Sorry, I get lost here all the time. Okay, you see this? This is the fence that divides the U.S. and Mexico. Yeah, that's the wall where Trump wanted to build it. That's the one. A little bit of history. Oh my God, what am I doing here? Now I'm at a farmer's market. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'll find it. I'll find it. Don't worry. I'll find it. Oh, it's in Tijuana, Mexico. This is Tijuana, Mexico, okay? Because I want to show you now where a supposedly haunted cemetery. That's where the kid that went to the movies must have walked by and confronted a ghost. Confronted a ghost of a. Okay. I think I'm almost there. God, I should know this, damn it. I was born in this town, man. I used to go, and I get lost. They were putting some new. No, this is an alley back way. Okay. Okay. See if I. Oh, okay, we got it. We got well. Oh, wait a minute. That's the okay. I'm almost there. Oh, here we go. I think we're gonna. Yeah, we found it. This is it. It's right here. Yeah, this is the cemetery. So the kid must have walked through here, and he confronted the ghost of Enriqueta Hill right here, and that's where she told them. And this is where she saw her ghost, right in the cemetery, which people claim they seen her in this cemetery right here. Yeah, this is the cemetery right here. Enriqueta Hill. Enriqueta Hill used to live here. Yeah, I mean, was buried here back in sometime in 1929. And here's this. This is the story of her. And my chances is that the poor kid must have lived around here, and he must have walked all maybe set all those blocks to come home. And she probably must have confronted her walking on these sidewalks at night. Her ghost that haunts this cemetery right here. Yeah. You notice how old it is? Very old. Yeah, there's a police right there. Yeah. Yeah. He must have walked from here. So another people who saw her, this would be a little easy. This might be a little easier. Okay. He he maybe got off the bus from here, from 2nd Street, and maybe his home was over here somewhere. The second gentleman, the first gentleman who saw her in 1951, and he must have walked from here, from right here, and this is where he confronted her, maybe somewhere around here, or maybe around this street, because the bus. Okay, let's go back to this. Chances are he got off the bus right here. Oh my God, no way, come on. Okay, wait a second. Okay, here we go. I got it now. Chances are he got off the bus right here because this is a main street, Juarez Street. And he must have walked from here over here. Our second gentleman of the story, Zamora, that was his last name, must have walked home. All the way through here. He lived, yeah, that's what it was, the story. That's where he lived. And walk from here. Yeah, a lot of creepy stories have it. That's where some more. But here's another story that follows that. Now let's go back to the house. I mean, this place that I'm showing to you guys here. This is my childhood. You're looking at places I lived there when I was a kid. They to this day, they still haunt me. You know, watching this street go up, street people that as a kid, it haunted me. So now let's go over here. This is more easier. I know this. This is 3rd Street. Now we're going to go to 4th Street, Pitt Street. I'm going to go over here. We're going to go over here. Okay. I like to go into the movie theater. Okay. There's the old movie theater. God, a lot of memories I had from this place. Yeah. You know, they had their bathroom. They had an underground bathroom? Yeah. They had an underground bathroom. I can remember the neon lights they had here. The emergency doors were red back then. Okay. Okay, we saw the house now. Now we're going to go through here. So this is 5th Street we're going to walk in. Named after a famous revolutionary, Emiliano Zapata. Yeah. This street right here, where the place where this is the street where the cab driver that saw Enriqueta and the ghost told her to go here so she can give him back his jacket. Her parents lived supposedly on this street back in the day, because in those days a lot of people from all of these, you see here, were houses here, were big time, were mansions, were everything. big houses, but now most of those people move east. This street right here. A lot of memories in this street. This movie theater right here. So a lot of movies here too. The Grand Cinema, it's called. Here there used to be this building. They used to have a telephone outlet where people would make phone calls. You know, uh, since in Mexico phones were expensive to get your own phone, people would go there and make phone calls. My mom used to take me there. When she would have to call somebody long distance, she would uh, um, make a phone call there. Right, this building right here. And over here, a bank used to be there. My dad used to go to that bank, and then later became a pool loan. This used to be a bank. This bank is still there. And right here, guys, this is a little bit of history. Most people don't know, but I'm going to tell you now. Okay. Okay, look at here. This is Avenida Revolucion Street. Right, this place right here, you see here, was the place where the Caesar salad was invented. And this is the man who invented it. Yeah, let's look at him. The pictures here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see if they have more pictures. Okay. Let's go to the menu. See if no, we don't want to have the menu. Vibe. Oh, okay, here we go. You see that picture? Here's the right here where it was invented by this gentleman called. He was an Italian immigrant. His name was. I don't know why his name is not there. This is where. Well, this is the restaurant. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the original Caesar salad right here was invented right here. Let's see, menu. Okay, let's see if they show a picture of him. Okay, here it is. Here's his photo. He was an Italian immigrant that lived in San Diego, right up from the border, but he worked here. And this is how this was taken sometime in the 1920s. Photo. Yeah, Caesar salad. Yeah, great pictures, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right here. I'm going to show you other stuff here I want to show you guys. Okay, where am I here? Oh, okay. Okay, going down here. Oh God, this is funny now. No more ghost stories for now. I think I already scared you guys enough. But I'm gonna give you guys some memory lanes. I want to show you guys something. Okay, this this is a place that, oh my God, it takes me back to the early 1970s. This place. This Express Tire used to be a factory there or something. Okay, we're gonna go over here. These right here, the building you see here, and right here, it used to be an old uh, produce distribution center. Now they make flowers. Now it's florist shop, most of it. And over here, I don't know if it's right here or here or here, but somewhere around here, my godmother used to live here. I remember I spent the night there. I slept on a table. God. These used to be over here. I used to love this building over here. This, but not anymore. Now it's like a flower distribution center now, but back then it was a toy distribution center. They had that, and this used to be an old egg shop. And the guy who used to be the night watchman here, we used to call him Bella. Bella is candle, because he was a night watchman. Bella, Bella. They used to call him Bella, and he was a friend of my dad. And right here, right over here, going over here, we're going over here, right here, okay. This right here, okay, let me see. This right here, as you enter here, this building, right here, I don't know what it is now, maybe a house or something, but my dad used to have his business here. It was an old, he had a vegetable produce store of wholesale produce. So here, there used to be a restaurant here, a little bit of restaurant. Still is, but I don't know what they serve now. I don't know what it is. And this used to be some big shops, some big farmers market used to be here. But now their place moved out, and now it's the good old days, yeah. Yeah. A lot of memories. Yeah, here's a bar. Yeah, this is a bar. Wait, no. Yep. Yep, a lot of memories there. A lot of stories there, but oh yeah, Mike, we used to do that all the time. I hear stories from people who tell me also, who have told me that that when they went to watch The Exorcist, one guy told me that he had when he went he saw a late showing, and he took a bus home, and when he got out of the bus, he had to walk about 3 or 4 blocks in the dark to go home like that. Yeah. Yeah, that city was that city is it's been there, it's been around, man, you know, back in those days, it was like in the 80s, a lot of tourists used to be on weekends was packed of the where I show you guys just a little bit the hotel where the Caesar salad was invented. Well, that street is called Revolucion, but back in the day, like in the 80s, like Friday nights and Saturday nights, it was packed of college students from San Diego, LA would come and bar hop through those streets at night. Oh yeah, go to one bar here. There was another bar there, another nightclub here, another place over here. Those were the days. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there was people, they were not afraid to go down there, but since the 2000s, that's and the cartels took over. That's when people, were afraid, or to go, are afraid to go down there. But back then, it was a nice place. It was a peaceful. It wasn't that much of I would go. I was about 20, like in 86, 87, 20 or 21. And I would go down there with my cousins. We would bar hop there. We'd go to one place today, we'd go to this place there. And we ended up in one in particular, one I remember. And that's where and that's where sometimes we would get drunk. And, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those were yeah. A lot of Yeah, the city has a lot of stories about ghosts. There was about ghosts. That city has one about it is called the old woman from 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 the Social Security clinic 21. Social Security clinics in Mexico are free clinics for people who have for citizens of Mexico if they're working or they're they're pension or they're on disability or something, or they're especially if they're working, uh, they uh, they can go there and get free medical treatment wherever they have. They can go there, on appointment basis or on or on emergency basics. Going there, to get themselves well, that. And there's a story about a woman they claim that died in one of those hospitals. But next time I'm going to tell you guys this story. That's a very creepy story. That happened back in 1977. That story. And there's another one too about the one I want to tell you. Other one is the story about the Pharaoh woman. They call her because it was regarding a treasure. That's another scary one. hmm And let's see. There's another one about ghost of a little girl that appears in a building that is now uh, the house of cultural and arts, they call it now. But back then it was a school. It was a school that was, I think it was elementary, junior high, and high school at the time. I'm not sure, but there was a school back in the 50s. But in the 70s, I think it became the House of the Cultural Arts and Theater. And they brought in old theaters from they brought in plays from Mexico City with big movie stars acting in those plays back then. But they still do it, but they don't do that anymore. They do it at another venue now. Another venue. Remember they had the play called Pugs and Boots, that kitty. That movie they made a few years ago, a play about that. And I remember I wanted to go watch it. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, those were the good old days, I remember. Yeah, I left there in 1978 to live here, come here. That's my last days, and that's the story. That's all for now. But next time I will tell you guys the story of the old lady from the clinic. That one's a pretty creepy one, and uh and the showgirl from the casino. Yeah, like that. Well, thanks for all you coming here, and next time I will see you here, and good night to everybody and good luck. Okay, bye for all. Thank you all.